Bhishmadev is one of the 8 vasus, and he descended into this world as the son of Ganga, Maharaj Shantanu. In the Mahabharata, Srila Vedavyas describes in elaborate detail the wonderful birth and life of Bhishmadev. Ganga Devi, when she married Maharaj Shantanu, there was a promise that he would never question anything she did. He made the promise. She said, "If you ever question me, I will leave you." So, he was the great king of the whole world, the king of the Kurus. Ganga Devi, pregnant with a child, long expected desire to see a son who could be the prince, to be the next king. But immediately after giving birth to a beautiful, beautiful male son, Ganga took the baby infant, went to the Ganga, and threw the child in the Ganga. Shantanu Maharaj watched with his own eyes, and he was heartbroken, but he could not say a word. So he begot within her another child. And immediately after the birth of another beautiful, heroic son, she took the child and threw the infant in Ganga. And again, Maharaj Shantanu, it was the most terrible shock which broke his heart. This happened again and again and again. I believe it was 7 children in a row she threw in the Ganga. And then another child was born. And she immediately took the infant and went to the Ganga. And when she was about to throw him in, Shantanu could not control himself any longer. He began to weep in despair. And he said, "Why? Why do you keep murdering your own children? How can you be so cruel?" So she explained that she was actually from the upper planets, the heavenly abodes. But she was cursed to take birth as a mortal in this world. At about the same time, the 8 vasus offended one rishi by accident, and they were also cursed to take birth in this earth planet. So they approached Ganga Devi and said, "Please, all we have to do is take birth. Let us take birth from your womb, but promise us that as soon as we're bored, you'll throw us in the Ganges so we can immediately have our heavenly abodes back and live on our heavenly planets." So I, out of kindness and love for them, I didn't want to see them suffer the miseries of this world, but to have the pleasures of their own heavenly abodes. But now you have stopped me. You have asked me. So I will let you have this one son. But I will leave you, because you have questioned me. She said, "I will take this child for 12 years to the heavenly worlds, and I will have him trained to be this greatest king the world has ever seen." So Shantanu Maharaj was so heartbroken. Not only did his beloved wife left, but she also took his only surviving son. About 12 years later, Maharaj Shantanu went to the bank of the Ganges, and he saw that somebody had created a dam with arrows by shooting arrows in the water. And it was such a perfect dam that not even a drop of water of the Ganges could get through any 2 arrows. And he was thinking, there is no one on earth who has such power to do this. At that time, Ganga Devi appeared and said, "This is the work of your son. His name is Devavrata." And Devavrata came, and she turned Devavrata over to his father, and she said that he has studied all the scriptures under Brihaspati. He knows everything that Brihaspati knows, and he studied the military arts from Lord Parasuram himself, and he is equally powerful to his own guru. Indeed, he was trained in all the higher sciences of military, politics, scripture, religion, devotion by the greatest of the gods. He was the embodiment of all noble, moral, courageous, and divine qualities. And he was also the most faithful and beloved son of the king. Anyways, later on, the king very much wanted to marry the beautiful Satyavati. But Satyavati's father refused to allow her to marry King Shantanu unless his grandson, Satyavati's father's grandson, would be the next king. So Bhishmadev pleaded on behalf of his father, and he took a vow that to ensure that your grandson becomes king, I vow that I will never marry, and I will remain celibate, and I will never take the throne as long as I live. When he took this vow, Devavrata, such a vow, giving up everything of the world out of loyalty to his father, the demigods in the heavens began to shower flowers and chant the name Bhishma, which means one who takes the most terrible vow. And from that day on, he became known as Bhishmadev.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on devotionalnectar.com.